I would like to share what's really in this bill. Since there's so many rumors that are going around, let's really share what's in this bill. Good shit.
And we begin this Monday night with a Fox News alert. Tonight, President Trump's one big, beautiful bill is now poised to pass the U.S. Senate at any moment. The biggest tax cut in American history is still on track to become law by July the 4th. Now, this would be a monumental achievement for the president and another huge promise made and huge promise kept. Now, don't get me wrong, bill's not perfect. There are provisions and policies that
No bill is perfect. That's the thing. That's the thing when you're running multi-corporations throughout the whole United States. No bill is perfect. It will never be perfect. But you could do tweaks here and there. Like, okay, well, I got to change this or I got to change that, along the way. But at least find a foundation. You need to find a foundation. At least find a foundation to work off of. You know what I'm saying? That's like building a house. You build the cement foundation, then you build the house. It's the same thing with this bill.
SALT deductions, state and local tax deductions. Well, that rewards blue states for electing tax and spend and high regulating politicians. But unfortunately, that's how the sausage gets made in the swamp, if it's going to get made at all. And by the way, Lindsey Graham kept saying, no, we're going to pass this and we'll have another reconciliation bill and cut spending even further. Love to hear that. No one person, and I said this when I had the Senate town hall and the House town hall, none of you all understand, none of you are going to get everything you want. But at the same time, this legislation is packed with massive, huge, important wins for you, the American people. For starters, Donald Trump's 2017 tax cut, it will be extended. It will be the largest tax cut in American history. Democrats will be voting against the largest tax cut in American history and for the largest tax increase in American history. The bill also eliminates...
They want it to fail. They want it to fail. And if this bill fails, man, we're going to be paying out our ass. Gas prices are going to probably go up to like $4 or $5 a fucking gallon again. Let's see here. Food's going to fucking skyrocket. Ain't nobody going to be able to live, period. And they're trying to fucking sabotage this shit all because they don't like Trump. Okay, if you don't like someone, I came across plenty of people that I didn't like that I had to work with. But I had to work with them in order for us to run as a team. Or else you ain't gonna run as a team. I don't know what's wrong with these people. These people are fucking delusional. So fucking delusional on everything around them. It's crazy.
Taxes on overtime, it lowers taxes on Social Security, it tackles waste, fraud, abuse, corruption in Medicaid, and even creates a work requirement for able-bodied Americans now enrolled in the program. The bill also extends the full child tax credit and standard deduction. It allocates funds for Donald Trump's Golden Dome Air Defense Project. May go down one day when we're all long dead and gone as his greatest legacy and save millions of lives. They mocked strategic defense when Reagan brought it up, and they called it Star Wars, and look what it's been able to do to protect Israel. There are other funds for military modernization.
Israel's defense system that they have, Trump's building a defense kind of like it, but it's going to be like more severe. I mean, it's going to be where it doesn't matter how many rockets you end up shooting at us over here. Because we all know that other countries are smiling in our face, but would love to see United States crumble. So there could be fucking 30, 40 fucking rockets getting thrown over here, and this defense is going to knock it down. It's going to blow it out of the sky.
generation of weaponry desperately needed because our military has been completely neglected the last 4 years under Biden and Harris. It also has funds for desperately needed border security and the deportations of all these criminals and terrorists, murderers, rapists, cartel members, gang members, other violent criminals, drug dealers in our country, and will put America on a path towards energy dominance and all the wealth that will come with that. The lifeblood of every economy on the face of the earth. We will be an energy-rich nation.
We need to be a rich nation again. Our dollar bill was crumbling. It was fucking crumbling. I mean, to the point where it was almost to nothing. If people don't really realize it, that's why all these the Fed is so high right now, which it shouldn't be right now, because the United States is taking in so much money right now. I mean, so much money. All these countries and all these other businesses that are coming back to the United States are fucking, man, they're paying out billions and billions of dollars right now to us. And the Fed, what do you call his name? Paul or whatever? I swear to God, this guy is dumb as a box of rocks. But the United States is taking in so much money right now, it's fucking crazy. And all the interest rates and everything, we should be actually down to like maybe 2%. Like every other fucking country is. Right now, we're paying out our ass on pretty much, the only thing that's going down is the interest. You're paying on the interest. It's like buying a fucking car, like what I'm paying right now, okay? It says that I owe $18,000, but guess what? By the time I pay, it's going to be about $30,000. I just looked at my shit. I'm in a real bad. It's 21 point something percent, my car loan. That's fucking pathetic. And that's the way the United States is working right now. You know, it's only paying on the interest. That interest rate needs to come down so that our debt comes down. In order for the Fed to knock that interest down, where you could end up paying, you're actually paying on the actual fucking note. But dude's fucking holding it like ransom. So I think Trump's gonna get rid of his ass.
And regulations, they will be repealed. The green tax credit will be eliminated. Biden's student loan scheme and scam, whatever you want to call it, will officially be over. And despite all of the fear-mongering from Democrats, here's what the bill doesn't do. It does not decrease Medicaid, Medicare, SNAP, or Social Security benefits. In fact, those earning Social Security, for example, they will take home more money thanks to a reduction in taxes. Medicare payments will increase, while Medicaid recipients are protected from fraud. The big, beautiful bill also does not increase the deficit. Instead, the deficit will go down around a little shy of $2 trillion. That's to begin with, according to estimates. But they're just predicting that right now. It's going to be more. I'm guessing that it'll go down at least about $6 trillion a year. It'll go down. Especially if you keep taking in money like the way he's taking right now. Shit, it might even be more than that. I say within the next 6 years off of this bill, it should pretty much almost pay up our fucking debt. So like I'm saying, man, the man is not fucking stupid. He's been around the business world. He's been around all these bankers and stuff. And people just need to put fucking trust in him and stop fucking listening to the fucking bullshit that, like, the way these Democrats are fucking, like, trying to scare everybody. Oh, they're taking away no, they're taking away people that are illegal here. You don't get no fucking shit. If you're not from here, you're not getting no SSI. You're not getting no fucking, what do you call it? Medicaid and all this other shit. You ain't getting fucking food card. You ain't getting none of that. And that's what they're all mad about, which I don't understand. What the fuck? I'm not understanding this shit. I am not understanding where these fucking idiots are coming from, dude. And right now, if that fucking bill don't pass, we're all fucked.
I am telling you right now, we are all fucked. And if you try to fucking argue with me over this shit, you're a fucking idiot. Go fucking read up, because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Point blank. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You need to go read the shit. You need to see what the fuck is in that bill. I've read the shit. That's over 9,000 pages. You need to understand money before you think, oh no, fuck that. We're going. Man, go look it up. Study it. You're not studying. You're just listening to what all these fucking people that are trying to put fear in everybody. That's the way these people work in fucking Washington, D.C. They put fucking fear in everybody, like, oh, you better hurry up and do this or else this is gonna happen. No, come on, man. Fucking be smart. Stop following everything.
Taxes, and President Trump cut taxes. Cutting taxes, in Reagan's case, doubled revenues to the federal government, except Congress spent $1.25 for every new dollar they brought in, because that's what happens when you cut taxes. It stimulates the economy, creates jobs, takes people off the welfare rolls. Guess what? People are working. Now they're paying taxes, and that will benefit working class Americans the most in this bill, increasing their take-home pay. They're all getting more money back, especially if they earn tips on overtime or rely on Social Security. Democrats will vote against all of these benefits for the people that really make this country great, hard-working men and women, and this will solidify the Democratic Party and their positions as nothing but woke, out of touch, coastal elitists. That's who they are. That defines their politics. Why would you vote against cutting tax on tips and overtime?
Yeah, why would you?
The largest tax decrease in history. Why do you want the largest tax increase in history? Why didn't they secure the border? Why won't they vote to secure the border? You know, why won't they vote for energy dominance so we can be an energy-rich country, high-paying career jobs in the energy?
Instead, they were sending our fucking shit over to fucking China. I swear to God, they were taking money from fucking China and some of these other places because they are doing some really fucking dumbass shit. Man, there's plants and shit that are in Detroit and shit. Detroit looks rough because of it. It used to be booming until everything started leaving. This shit's crazy.
On top of that, the $10 trillion in manufacturing commitments President Trump has gotten from companies and countries. Wow, the American people are on the verge of a level of prosperity they have never experienced before. But the so-called champions of the working class and the Democratic Party, they are nowhere to be found when it really matters. Tonight, it really matters. President Trump, he is the driving force behind this legislation. So, of course, they can't give him a win. They'll never support it. Just like last week, they were lying about the attack on Iran's nuclear facilities. Oh, those 14 bunker buster bombs, 30,000-pound bombs, they did no damage, didn't work. Well, and trashing our military in the process as they work with skill, precision, courage, under fire. I mean, unbelievable. What a success. They are unwilling to work with Republicans because they hate Trump. They don't care for working men and women in this country, and they just care about their woke radical agenda. Instead, as we speak, they're now lining up to support an actual communist to be New York City's next mayor.
Yeah, that's another one.
Zohran Mamdani, also known as Marxist Mamdani, on this show.
They're trying to get this communist in there in New York. This dude is something else. Yeah, that's a whole nother topic. That ain't gonna fly. They found some shit out on that man.
Extreme mayor in American history, and he's competing with a lot of close, seconds. For example, the mayor of Los Angeles, Mayor Bass out there. This is not an exaggeration. It is not a smear. Marxist Mamdani is a proud communist. He wants the government to seize private property, control the means of production. Don't believe me? Look for yourself.
It is very critical for all of us to remember what it is that we are fighting for. And to remember that our agenda is an agenda that must not be dictated by calculus, but by conviction. And what I mean by that is that the many things that we believe, some of them are already popular in this moment right now, right? If we're talking about the cancellation of student debt, if we're talking about Medicare for all, these are issues which have the groundswell of popular support across this country. But then there are also other issues that we firmly believe in, whether it's BDS, right? Or whether it's the end goal of seizing the means of production, where we do not have the same level of support at this very moment.
End goal, seizing the means of production, is literally what Fidel Castro did in Cuba, what the Soviet Union did during the Bolshevik Revolution. But of course, that's just, of course, Marxist Mamdani's ultimate goal. In the meantime, he's plotting a massive new tax on so-called white neighborhoods.
All white
Take
people.
a look for yourself.
Went on your website and realized there's a policy
White people!
plan, and I'm going to quote it for folks, is to shift the tax burden from overtaxed homeowners in the outer boroughs to more expensive homes in richer and whiter neighborhoods. Explain why you are bringing race into your tax proposal.
That is just a description of what we see right now. It's not driven by race, it's more of an assessment of what neighborhoods are being undertaxed versus overtaxed.
Whiter neighborhoods, not driven by race. Let's play Jeopardy at home. If you single out and discriminate against one race, what do you at home call that? Just asking. Another prime target of Mamdani's Marxist revolution in New York City are the many billionaires who live and work in Manhattan. As a matter of fact, they create a lot of high-paying career jobs for people so they can pay those exorbitant rent prices and high taxes for the insane socialist policies that exist now. Take a look.
You are a self-described democratic socialist. Do you think that billionaires have
See how
the right
nice
to
she
exist?
is?
I don't.
See how nice she is with this dude? If that was Trump, then she would have been like fucking poking and fucking like. She's just like, yeah, that's how they are, man. That's crazy. See how nice she is with this dude? She ain't like that with fucking Trump or anybody. Stephen Miller or fucking what the fuck? What is it, Marco Rubio? And if one of those guys were on there, that she'd be fucking swinging off on him. Listen how nice she is. This shit's, you can't make this shit up.
Billionaires, because frankly it is so much money in a moment of such inequality, and ultimately what we need more of is equality across our city and across our state and across our country. And I look forward to work with everyone, including billionaires, to make a city that is fairer for all of them.
Fair to each New York City resident according to their need. From each New York City resident according to their ability. In other words, Mamdani would like the government to seize billions in, quote, equity, because it's not fair right now in stocks and cash, I don't know, from billionaires on Wall Street, people like Elon Musk. Because in his view, the government can spend Elon's money much better. And when he gets that money and he gives people free stuff, he thinks the odds are much higher that they're going to keep him in power instead of, investing in cutting edge technology, SpaceX, Starlink, Neuralink, maybe to help the blind see and people with spinal cord injuries walk. What do you think millionaires and billionaires in New York City are going to do if Marxist Mamdani is elected?
I think that's what the plan is in New York, if you really think about it. Come down hard on them so that everybody leaves, and then you can buy up all the land and then do whatever you want to do with it. Kind of like what Gavin Newsom's doing in California. California, they want to go, I think, what was it? 2028, they wanted to go AI city or some shit, where it'd be apartment buildings and then you would have restaurants inside. You wouldn't have to go outside. You would take trains and instead of using vehicles. Yeah, that was Gavin Newsom's fucking idea. So maybe that's why everything burnt. Everything's going to hell. Who knows? Who knows the way these people are thinking? They come off the fucking wall with some crazy shit. I mean, just like real crazy shit. Chicago's like that. Fucking New York is, if this man gets in New York, it's gonna go. Minnesota. We got Mr. fucking Tampon Man in Minnesota there fucking under investigation for China. Oh, this motherfucker here is under investigation because it comes to find out he lied on his fucking paperwork with the feds to get his green card. Who else is it? There's like plenty of fucking investigations going on right now. What is it? Medicare or some shit? They found a bunch of stolen fucking shit with that. Oh my goodness. It just gets, man, it gets better and better, man. I'm gonna have videos for days. I'm enjoying this shit. I enjoy this shit. Yeah.
And leave, and that means working class New Yorkers are going to be losing their jobs in droves. So, you know, it's unclear how he plans to pay for all of this when they say bye-bye, but Mamdani is promising free buses, free childcare, free healthcare, a government-mandated rent-freeze, government-controlled grocery stores. They've run everything else so well. How about they work on their schools that are a disaster in New York City?
He wants the government to pay for everything. Yeah, right. Don't work that way, buddy. What are you gonna do? Tax the fuck out of everybody that's living in New York? And then if they refuse to pay it, you're just gonna fucking take their land? He wants to seize people's shit out there. Oh my goodness, what the?
All throughout the city. He has also called for the NYPD to be defunded.
You don't want the cops
and
there.
Replaced with social workers. How's that going to work out? Think about that. Somebody's deranged, has mental problems, let's say injected heroin, fentanyl, or cocaine into their body, and we're going to have a social worker. I'm here to ask you, what is causing this moment? Did you have a bad childhood? Good luck with that. He once said that violent crime is a little more than a social construct, and that real violence is waged by judges and prosecutors locking up convicted felons. That's why he would end cash bail and let the criminals run free. And like most other Marxists in the U.S., it appears that Mamdani wants to wipe Israel off the map. You know, chanting people in New York and on college campuses, halls of Congress, from the river to the sea, and doesn't seem to have a problem with a global intifada, which is a holy war against non-Muslims. He had a chance on NBC this weekend, not one, not two, 3 opportunities to condemn global intifada. He refused to do so. By the way, Hakeem Jeffries, if you're watching, he needs to clarify this.
Look at him.
He won't condemn it. Here's your answer. Take a look.
Do you condemn that phrase, globalize the Intifada?
That's not language that I use.
Do you condemn that phrase,
I gotta
globalize
get
the
that.
Intifada, which a lot of people hear as a call to violence against Jews?
I've heard from many Jewish New Yorkers who have shared their concerns with me.
Quickly, for the people who care about the language and who feel really concerned
Look how nice
by
she
that
is.
phrase, why not just condemn it?
My concern is to start to walk down the line of language and making clear what language I believe is permissible or impermissible takes me into a place similar to that of the president who is looking to do those very kinds of things.
Would he condemn racism, sexism? I bet he would. It's not good, to say the least. Make him an honorary squad member right now. And like many other radical socialist Marxist staters, Mamdani is actually from, not so humble roots. His parents, incredibly successful. Guess what? They're also very wealthy. He lived a very privileged life. But now we learn he seeks to overthrow the system that enables his lifestyle, all while pretending to be a struggling immigrant who eats with his hands. We have proof. Take a look.
This is how we defeat the occupation. Style.
Oh, you can't make this shit up. Oh my God, we got some messed up individuals in this world. Yeah, I'm gonna have videos for days, guys. Videos for days. Well, the good thing, it passed. The bill did pass. And now it's gotta go. I forget where the fuck it's gotta go. I'm so tired. Hot day. Anyways, the bill passed in one of the houses. Now it's gotta get passed in the other house. And it should be on Trump's desk by July 4th, hopefully. Then all of us start getting a little kickback here. You know, we'll see what happens. I just wish all these people would just get the fuck alone. All this dividing stuff. But you can't change anybody else's minds. Only ours. So, smash that like button, please. And, subscribe. Salute. Prayers for everybody. Everybody stay up. But this shit's fucking super funny. Later.